that mostly ग्लोबल कंपनीज क्या कर रहे थे, वो सैनिटाइजर दे रहे थे, आप उसको टिश्यू पेपर पे लो और उसको क्लीन करो हाथ से एंड देन यू डिस्पोज इट. इन इंडिया नोबडी इज गोना टच द टॉयलेट सीट. देयर इज नो डस्टबिन टू इवन ड्रॉप दैट टिश्यू. द सोल्यूशन लाइक PSafe came about, which is where you spray from a distance of 25 centimeters and you sanitize the toilet seat.
What's one misconception you want to burst for them if they are starting up as an entrepreneur?
Their focus at time gets to like 80% on fundraise and 20% on product and PMF rather.
And how do you ensure in your marketing campaigns that it's not being perceived as a tokenism, but it is real education, real awareness?
PSafe is solving for urban consumers. Whereas our social initiative, which is called Haq Se Period, is not for the urban consumer who's more aware, who has the deep pockets. It is to actually empower women in rural area, women in urban slums. 0 to 1 जर्नी ख़त्म हुआ था जब हमने अक्षय कुमार की एक मूवी आई थी टॉयलेट एक प्रेम का था. तो हम उसमें ना हाइजीन पार्टनर थे.
अच्छा.
एंड वो भी एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है कि उस मूवी के एसोसिएशन के लिए हमसे मांगा गया था कुछ तो करोड़. एंड हमारे पास तो उतने पैसे ही नहीं थे. उस मूवी से ही उस वक्त शायद 16% का पेनिट्रेशन होता था. दैट मूवी वाज द सिंगल बिगेस्ट फैक्टर इन ड्राइविंग द पेनिट्रेशन ऑफ फेमिनिन हाइजीन कैटेगरी फ्रॉम 16% to 20%.
Do you think the hygiene consciousness is increasing at a speed which you would want as an organization, या अभी भी थोड़ा रेजिस्टेंस आता है?
अभी भी बहुत रेजिस्टेंस है. आई थिंक
हेलो एक और फ्रेश एपिसोड बढ़ता इंडिया देखो पे. कितने लोगों को अक्षय कुमार की टॉयलेट एक प्रेम कथा याद है? चलो ये याद नहीं तो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू रिमेंबर पैडमैन? Did you know with these movies was getting born in India one of the most important and required products for female hygiene? हाँ, मैं उस प्रोडक्ट की बात कर रहा हूँ जो आजकल बहुत ज़्यादा आप देख रहे होगे मार्केट में, PSafe. We have Ritesh today from PSafe to talk about his story on how this brand not only broke many jinx and myths of the society but is now emerging as the topmost brand in women hygiene in India and is slowly bringing about change. हक से पीरियड याद है ना? आइए सुनते और उनके बारे में. वेलकम रितेश टू बढ़ता इंडिया देखो. very unique brand, very unique founder. In fact, I was questioning myself that how do we ignore or neglect problems like these till someone like you is suddenly in the market and is telling the world that why have you ignored a space like this. But very glad to have you with us. Hope you also look forward to this episode.
No, thank you, Devo. Thank you for having me. I think somebody had to look at it and we were the fortunate ones. So just hoping that we continue to build on from here, continue to solve problems for all the 500 million women that don't have any product right now.
And that's a massive population. For a populous country like ours, I think sky's the limit for a brand like you. And there's a long way to go. We'll come to PSafe. Just tell us a little about your journey till 2017 where you joined PSafe. What have been the milestones in that? Where were you born, your family, college, first few jobs and then PSafe?
So I was born in a small town called Bareilly. It's in UP.
Many founders come here and say it's a small town, Bareilly. But now I've heard it so many times, I've stopped believing it's a small town. But okay.
It is small in the sense that at least when I was growing up, it was small. My family hails from Rampur otherwise, which is where adjacent town to Bareilly. And interestingly, मेरे घर में सब forces में ही रहे हैं. So 3 or 4 generations in the paternal side have served in army. My cousins are in army. My maternal side was entirely in Navy. And there was always an expectation कि मैं भी शायद फौज में जाऊँगा, right? And I kind of made my way through कि मैं उससे निकल जाऊँ. And कुछ अलग कर सकूँ. And upbringing काफ़ी सारे शहरों में भी है, because every couple of years you
because
transfer.
of
Because of job. And then eventually I landed in DU. I went to College of Business Studies, Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, which is I think one of the best ones out there for undergrad. And वहाँ पे मैंने business और finance की पढ़ाई की. तब मेरा काफ़ी इंटरेस्ट स्टार्टअप्स में डेवलप होना चालू हो गया था. एंड then I started working with a couple of founders actually. Interestingly, I'll tell you, Rohit Chawla, who is the founder of Innovist. He previously founded the Man Company. He was my first mentor in my first internship.
Fantastic.
And रोहित से मैंने actually काफ़ी कुछ सीखा है कंज्यूमर ब्रांड के बारे में. उसके थ्रू मैं मिला था धीरज जैन से. धीरज जैन was running a early stage investment fund called Redcliffe Capital. And जिसमें particularly मैंने काफ़ी सारे कंज्यूमर बिजनेसेस और ब्रांड्स को इवेल्युएट किया. एंड उनमें से ही एक पीसेफ था.
अच्छा.
सो माई जर्नी हैपेंड इन सच अ मैनर कि मैं फ्रॉम द अदर साइड ऑफ टेबल आई केम ऑन द ऑपरेटिंग साइड. आई जॉइंड पीसेफ एज एन एम्प्लॉय एंड इवेंचुअली बिकेम अ co-founder in a couple of years. And now I can of course tell you more about PSAFE.
That's some journey. You finished your graduation which year? 2017.
That's right.
And I read that you have won the Forbes 30 under 30 also.
That's right.
So I will come to PSAFE, but on your personal achievements, does an award like this make you feel more responsible, or is it's okay to go with the flow and forget about it ki that happened as a milestone?
See, to me, honestly, it didn't really hit me when I got it. Because frankly, most people I know had been eyeing on it for a while. People had told me earlier also to apply. But interestingly, it happened that the first year when I sort of applied, both in India and Asia, I got through. And so, of course, there is some validation कि आपने कुछ तो अलग किया है, which makes you get to this sort of recognition. But साथ में you do feel under pressure. You do feel that because you have to continue to build on and have to continue to carry on that legacy. So there is a bit of a pressure, but I don't take these recognitions that seriously either, because they should not let you change your focus from what you're building. I want to continue to build and not focus too much on personal recognitions and PR.
Does awards like this help in the brand leverage also? It's more personal, you feel?
It does to an extent. So for instance, while of course this is a personal award, but then I got to represent PSAFE at a global or an Asia forum, which helps especially for a brand like us which has an aspiration to go global. So it does elevate our positioning in the market. Interestingly, PSAFE as a company was also selected in the Forbes Global 200 companies in 2023 with a global potential. So हमारे लिए दोनों achievement actually in some ways are going to be beneficial.
Fantastic. Coming to PSAFE, you said that you joined as an employee and then became a co-founder. Now that is also unique in nature, doesn't happen always, and would also inspire a lot of employees to think like an entrepreneur, so that something like this can happen in a few years. What do you think, if you want to advise, are the levers for an employee who is watching this episode, that if you do these 3-4 things right, maybe they can also become co-founders of a company?
I think there's not one thing, one or two or three things that have to go right. I personally felt that I can talk about myself. I think what was different in how I approached PSAFE or my work as opposed to how others I have seen approaching it is simple difference of agency. I operated with very high ownership. I never felt that this is not my company and this is not a brand that I'm setting out to build. I was always thinking that this is my brand, this is my baby, I have to build it. And I kept my focus also razor sharp in terms of building PSAFE and not looking in various directions, where there were some opportunities in between which kind of distract you a little bit here or there, but I was very sure
focused.
I was very sure that I should continue building this. So I think ownership, focus would be the two things that kind of helped me in my journey of building PSafe. And in some ways, people can figure out they can be a very unique skill set, which can set them apart from the rest of the people. I don't have any unique skill set. I am more of a generalist in some regards.
Okay, did you know Vikas from before joining PSafe or?
Of course, yeah. So interestingly, when I was part of Dheeraj's fund, which is when we had met Vikas. So Vikas was at that point in time actually was not running PSafe exclusively. He was running a company called Safety Cart, which was a vertical
Safety
e-commerce.
Cart.
Yes. So Safety Cart was born during the time when Health Cart, etc. were cropping up.
Okay.
And it was a vertical e-commerce play in safety and hygiene products.
Okay.
Now PSafe was a product that was launched in Safety Cart because of Vikas's personal experience. So Vikas and Shrishna वो एक road trip पे थे and unfortunately she got UTI. It was so severe that she was flown back to Delhi and she was hospitalized.
My God.
And the doctor said that this could have happened because of various reasons. Maybe you didn't drink enough water, maybe use a public toilet. Strangely, वो एक भी ढाबे पे या रेस्टोरेंट में उन्होंने गए नहीं थे, वो तो 5-star होटल में रुके थे, रोड ट्रिप अच्छा था. And that's when it struck them that even the cleanest looking toilet, it may be clean, but वो sanitized नहीं है. वो साफ दिख रहा है, but वो साफ sanitized नहीं है. And which led to the creation of PSafe. When they looked at in the West also, there was nothing like that. Mostly global companies क्या कर रहे थे, वो sanitizer दे रहे थे, आप उसको tissue paper पे लो और उसको clean करो हाथ से and then you dispose it. In India, nobody is going to touch the toilet seat. There is no dustbin to even drop that tissue. So that's when the solution like PSafe came about, which is where you spray from a distance of 25 centimeters and you sanitize the toilet seat. So ये हुआ and that's when we created this company in April 17 and then I came on board as one of the founding members.
It's for a country like India, which is very sensitive also to a lot of these topics. What challenges came in to make it a very normal conversation or a discussion? Even let's say dirty toilet seats, and a woman, if I talk about a tier 3-4 city, will mostly come back and talk to a woman only about it. कि अरे यार वो टॉयलेट बहुत गंदा था, फिर भी यूज करना पड़ा. How as a brand, how have you made it a very normal conversation that okay, now these products need to be used so that safety becomes paramount?
I think हमारा focus तो काफी सारा education में गया है. I think we've always talked about why you should use it before even selling you the product, right? So, and a lot of time, our marketing efforts may not have actually directed consumers to our product or brand, but the idea was India को कैसे ज़्यादा hygienic बनाया जाए, and therefore, it's first you educate the customer. Eventually, जब उनको confidence आ जाए why they should use it is when they will start using it, and then eventually उनका trust बनेगा, तब वो जाके और लोगों को बताएंगे. So एक तो अच्छी चीज़ ये है कि बहुत high involvement category है. High involvement in the sense कि a woman if she's using it, वो आके अपने friends और family को सबको use करवा देगी. मतलब वो बताएगी भी नहीं, वो बोलेगी use करो, right? तो आपको एक बार उसको एक्सपीरियंस कराना है, उसको कन्विंस कराना है, अवेयर कराना है कि दिस इज अ प्रोडक्ट दैट शी शुड यूज. एंड ऑनेस्टली दिस प्रॉब्लम हैज एग्जिस्टेड. द ओनली डिफरेंस दैट वी हैव मेड इज दैट वी सॉल्व्ड इट एंड नोबडी एल्स डिड, राइट? सो इफ यू आस्क एनी वुमेन इन योर लाइफ आल्सो दैट व्हेन यू गो ऑन अ रोड ट्रिप और समथिंग, for them it's the most difficult part to find out a toilet or washroom which is clean or sanitized.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, and वो एक product से when we start हुई थी, now it's almost 30 odd products.
Amazing.
We've gone into entire spectrum of women hygiene.
Tell us about the products that you started with, first 2 or 3. If you have them, would be wonderful. If you want to show them also.
If you guys can hand me over the bag.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And then now what all have you gotten into as products, and also if you can give us a rough revenue distribution also of the products that you have currently, that would be wonderful.
So we started out with the toilet seat sanitizer. I'll show you the.
Which is your hero product, I think, right?
Which is our hero product. Of course, we started out with the personal out of home. मतलब ये आप अपने साथ बैग में कैरी करके ले जा सकते हैं.
This is the same sanitizer. This is also seat sanitizer.
This is a seat sanitizer. And then really eventually realized कि आपको while women were carrying this in their purse, but a lot of time they would forget.
अच्छा.
And the reason why they would forget is उनकी habit नहीं बनी. तो हैबिट बनाने के लिए we decided that you need to actually use it even at home. अगर आप एक joint family में रह रहे हैं या आप एक couple भी हैं, everybody has different etiquettes on toilets. So even a couple should ideally have a product, right? So which is when we launched a slightly bigger bottle at home uses के लिए. So इससे आदत बन गई है. Now you'll start using this. So we have a campaign called hygiene की आदत. So these are the first product. Then, because we were always solving hygiene for women, we started looking at what else can you do. See, you can't build a larger brand in India with just one product. And that's what led to us going beyond just this product into a whole solution of women hygiene. See, practically we were solving for women and we were solving hygiene for women. So we started looking at what are the other innovations that can be done within women hygiene. Interestingly, in India, which is feminine hygiene or women hygiene, is a very underpenetrated category. जब हमने स्टार्ट किया था तो 15% पेनिट्रेशन था. आज की डेट में वो मैक्सिमम 30% पे गया है. So सिर्फ 100 मिलियन वुमेन और मे बी 10 करोड़ वुमेन कुछ भी यूज करते हैं. एंड उसमें भी सब पैड्स यूज करते हैं. राइट. Globally, if you look, there are various alternatives to pads. In most developed markets, non-pad or alternatives to pad is a much larger category. इंडिया में उस वक्त शायद 0.5% non-pad था. आज से 6-7 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ. when we started launching it, and then we started focusing on the non-pad segment. कि पैड के अलावा क्या कर सकते हैं. पैड तो हर कोई बात कर रहा है. 30 साल से इनकम्बेंट्स पैड बोले जा रहे हैं. आपको हर रोज ऐड आती है टीवी पे. And which is when we looked at and went category by category. So the second product that we launched was a panty liner. Okay. Now I'll tell you, this is a very interesting category. आज से पहले liners, हमसे पहले actually liners इंडिया में जो भी incumbents बना रहे थे वो mostly import करते थे. अच्छा, बाहर से. और panty liner is basically a product which women ideally use all days other than their period. Right? But इंडिया में वो नहीं था. India में women were using it for surprise period and towards the end of their cycle. Okay. क्योंकि तब flow बहुत ही कम हो जाता है. But वो product जो वो use कर रहे थे liners, they were not solving for either women use case. Right. And which is when we looked at, तो वो actually 15 सेंटीमीटर का 15 या 16 सेंटीमीटर का बहुत ही पतला सा पैड होता था और लाइनर होता था. वो यूज करते थे. What we did differently was that we launched a slightly longer length. This is a 185 mm और 18.5 सेंटीमीटर का है and slightly thicker than the usual one. It's straight. So इससे क्या होता है, एक तो ये चिपकता अच्छे से है. It will not come off the underwear. Secondly, it does better coverage and it can also manage a little bit of period flow. Okay. So किसी को अगर सरप्राइज पीरियड में यूज करना है तो वो यूज कर सकते हैं. Now इसकी वजह से हुआ क्या कि we solved for a problem in a category which was already there in India for 10 years, but nobody was looking at it. And eventually, I think in 3 years or 4 years time, we became the #1 brand for panty liner in the country. Amazing. Now we sell 3 million liners. 30 लाख लाइनर हर महीने बेचते हैं. God. I think
ये मार्केट रिसर्च का भी कमाल है. बहुत बार हम अपने कंज्यूमर्स से इनफ बात नहीं करते समझने के लिए कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है. Correct. And आपका ये product which is doing so well is also coming out from the fact that you just didn't focus on the fact कि बाहर से कुछ आ जाएगा और वो use हो जाएगा. Correct.
So हमने actually हर category को जो approach किया है ना, हमने अपने existing customers के पास से ही किया है. उनसे बात की है. अभी भी I think हर महीने almost every team speaks to 10-15 customers. कभी कभी तो one person standalone has to speak to 50 customers depending upon. So marketing team को तो करना ही है 50 लोगों से बात.
हमने रूल बना रखा है.
It's like a know your customer exercise. KYC, know your customer, then build something for them. All our marketing ideas. सो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया हाइजीन की आदत, अब वो हाइजीन की आदत जो टर्म कॉइन हुई वो कॉइन कस्टमर से ही हुई है। हमने पूछा कि आप हमारा रिपीट कम था इसका। वो कह रहा था एक बार कोई कस्टमर खरीदता था, फिर वो 3-4 महीने बाद आके वापस से लेता था। अब ये क्यों हो रहा है? ये इसलिए हो रहा है, अगर आप ठीक से यूज़ करोगे डेली तो आपकी तो 1 महीने में बॉटल खत्म हो जानी चाहिए। आपकी 4-5-6 महीने में बॉटल खत्म हो रही है, इसका मतलब आप रेगुलरली यूज़ नहीं कर रहे। रेगुलरली यूज़ इसलिए नहीं कर रहे बिकॉज भूल जा रहे हैं। एक लड़की के पास टिपिकली 3 से 4 बैग्स होते हैं, वो बैक टू बैक स्विच नहीं कर रहे। तो क्यों नहीं कर रहे? बिकॉज आदत नहीं बनी।
राइट।
तो वो हाइजीन की आदत डालने के लिए किसी ने कस्टमर ने हमें बोला कि मेरी आदत नहीं है, हैबिट नहीं है। We started this campaign, hygiene care. So product as well as marketing campaigns, everything is customer driven. In fact, channel also. मतलब ऐसे इंटरेस्टिंग ये प्रोडक्ट है, इट्स अ लाइनर। आप बोलोगे ये तो ऑफलाइन में केमिस्ट स्टोर में बिकना चाहिए, केमिस्ट में बिकता है, बट काफ़ी सारे लोग लॉन्ड्री स्टोर से खरीदते हैं हमारा प्रोडक्ट। बिकॉज अ वुमेन हु इज गॉन टू बाय लॉन्ड्री, शी इज बाइंग एन अंडरवेयर, if she sees कि मेरे को अपने अगर expensive underwear को protect करना है, so she can use a liner. So it always, you know, talking to consumers continuously tells you कि there are newer avenues for marketing, channel, products.
So true. How big from these products? How big is the business right now? And is there a separate brand also that I hear that you have launched, which is more like a sub brand?
So PSafe standalone is a 100 crore plus brand.
Okay. And is it profitable?
It is profitable.
It is
yes,
profitable.
It is profitable.
Okay.
So there's peace of mind. You know, peace of mind equals free cash flow. And we have also launched another brand called Fur.
Okay.
Now, Fur originated during COVID. Interestingly, a lot of women during COVID could not go to salon for their grooming or hair removal, and that's when we launched Fur. First start तो razor से हुआ था. And then eventually got into whole suite of personal care.
Okay.
Now in razor, the incumbents were focusing only on body razor. We did something very bold. We're like women अपने face पे razor use करेंगे.
अच्छा.
And we launched a face razor, and within a matter of I think 6 or 8 months, we started selling 1 lakh razors for face.
इसमें acceptance आ गया easily.
आ गया। एक्चुअली उस वक्त नीड थी।
कोविड के टाइम पे आप कह रहे हैं।
कोविड के टाइम में, कोविड में हुआ क्या, एक कंजम्पशन शिफ्ट आ गया कि आप पहले सैलून जाके थ्रेडिंग करा रहे थे, यू नो, आईब्रो, अपर लिप, चिन वगैरह की। नाउ यू डोंट हैव दोस सॉल्यूशंस। सो अ गर्ल इफ शी हैड टू ड्रेस अप और गेट रेडी, शी वुड हैव नथिंग बट टू यूज अ फेस। और हुआ क्या, वी आल्सो बस्टेड दैट मिथ कि रेजर लगाने से आपकी हेयर ग्रोथ बढ़ जाती है। ये बड़ा कॉमन। मैं जब आई वाज अ टीनेजर और मुझे दाढ़ी रखनी थी तो कहते थे रेजर यूज करो आपकी दाढ़ी आ जाएगी।
नहीं
उससे कुछ नहीं होता, मतलब इट्स हार्मोनल, राइट? तो एंड वही वी ब्रोक दैट मिथ कि फेस रेजर लगाने से आपकी दाढ़ी नहीं आ रही और आपके थिकनेस ग्रो नहीं हो रही, एंड अ वुमन कैन एक्चुअली यूज a razor. Now I feel Gen Zs are very open about using or experimenting with products. And I'm also, by the way, borderline Gen Z. I'm somewhere in the middle, Gen Z and millennial. So yeah, I mean, acceptance आ गई है, अब वो उसकी penetration बढ़ी जा रही है. And we're the ones benefiting the most of it because one of the highest selling brands in face razors in the country. And वो उससे start हुआ था. Now we have a whole range of grooming and personal care products under Fur. And Fur is a brand जो हमने start तो PSafe के नाम से किया था, Fur by PSafe, but now it's almost become a quarter of PSafe. So now it started scaling independently also.
Fantastic. Take off कैसे हुआ? मतलब हर स्टार्टअप का एक टर्निंग पॉइंट आता है ना कि अब चल गया है ब्रांड। एंड मुझे याद है हमारी कंपनी में भी जब स्ट्रगल चल रहा था, वी वर वेटिंग फॉर दैट इन्फ्लेक्शन पॉइंट जब चलने लग जाए, and touchwood it has reached that point now. What was the story for PSafe where you Vikas together or independently started feeling कि अब ये बढ़ गया है and 0 to 1 जर्नी खत्म हो गया है?
I think 0 to 1 जर्नी खत्म हुआ था जब हमने अक्षय कुमार की मूवी आई थी टॉयलेट एक प्रेम का था। तो हम उसमें ना हाइजीन पार्टनर थे। अच्छा। एंड वो भी एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है कि उस मूवी के एसोसिएशन के लिए हमसे मांगा गया था कुछ तो करोड़ एंड हमारे पास तो उतने पैसे नहीं थे, you know, that was maybe more than even what we had raised until then. तो हमने तो हाथ जोड़ के मना कर दिया that it's not possible, and then somehow we figured out that the production house themselves are using our product at the production. So there was enough conviction, and then we got through that deal, and
you paid that much?
No, we did not.
Acha.
Without paying a single money, we got that association.
Okay, just by saying that.
And just not just by saying it, but because the product was
used
already used during the production, and that led to a massive trust in retailers' mind. So उससे हुआ क्या, उससे पहले जब हम ऑफलाइन स्टोर जाते थे, so by the way we're not a D2C brand.
Okay.
Most people perceive us to be a D2C brand. We're actually a FMCG or a omni-channel brand. Of course,
sense.
Because we were born in the digital era, so we were digital first.
Yeah.
But we were always selling both offline and online. तो हम retailer के पास जाते थे.
Makes sense.
And retailer बोलते थे कि मैं क्यों रखूँ, कौन आएगा इसको लेने. And that when the retailer saw that we are a hygiene partner in Toilet Movie, that gave that confidence. कि now it's a brand that they should keep. And उस वक्त we reached that threshold कि now the brand has started getting accepted. And वो होता है तब आप ना एक critical mass पहुंच जाते हो.
वही पूछ रहा
और वहाँ से then the domino effect or the word of mouth spreads. And उसके उस वक्त that was the time when
critical mass as a business owner पता नहीं लगता है कब आएगा. जब उसके बाद domino effect will start taking its.
I think हमें वो realization hindsight में हुई है.
वही कह रहा हूँ. You can always make out by looking backwards.
Correct.
Rather than looking forward.
In that moment तो आप उसी ग्रिड के साथ काम कर रहे हो कि मुझे अभी भी मैं 0 to 1 बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ. But now when I look at it in hindsight, that was a moment which was that inflection point कि अब retailer का trust बन गया है. Actually इंडिया में ना retailers are the ones who build or break a brand. It is the fact. आज भी 90% जनता ऑफलाइन ही खरीद रही है और वो अभी भी रिटेलर के ट्रस्ट पे खरीद रही है. बड़े शहरों में तो अभी भी सुपरमार्केट आ गए, बट छोटे शहरों में अभी भी आप दुकानदार के पास जाते हो और उससे पूछते हो कि कौन सा वाला अच्छा है. सो अगर दुकानदार ने बोल दिया ये वाला लेना चाहिए तो फिर तो काम हो जाएगा. So you have to win the retailer's trust. You have to win his mind share, his wallet share, and eventually they'll trickle down into a good brand, good NPS, etc.
ये अक्षय कुमार ने तो काफी फायदा कर दिया, मतलब in a way.
In hygiene category.
In fact उसके बाद पैडमैन भी आया था.
हाँ, उसमें हम पार्टनर नहीं थे. I wish हम होते, because हमने तब ना पैड लॉन्च नहीं किए थे.
Okay.
We were focusing on alternatives to pad. So our story was कि यार हम we want to build alternative solutions. Why should we do pad? Pad तो दुनिया प्रमोट करती है. How are we different? What are our unique propositions? So that's why.
But category इतना बड़ा है कि उसमें घुस के भी फिर alternative to pads भी is a fair enough way of looking at it.
उस मूवी से ही उस वक्त शायद 16% का penetration होता था. That movie was the single biggest factor in driving the penetration of feminine hygiene category from 16% to 20%.
Amazing.
In a year, in a matter of a year, of 1.5 years, the penetration moved this much. एक inflection point आया था जब 2020 में peak of COVID, our Prime Minister from the Red Fort said that he is going to distribute 12,000 crore worth of pads. That was another factor which drove from 20 to 25, 26%. In fact, ये 26%, 27% is commercial penetration. जो सरकार promotion करती है उसके वजह से another 14-15% gets added up. So almost 40% का penetration है. But commercially, of course, we don't say कि because those customers are not with us. They are still being built up to somebody who will have a habit of using a pad.
I think ये ओवरऑल कल्चरल स्टिग्मा, कंज्यूमर हेजिटेशन को हटाने के लिए भी मास मीडिया को इस बारे में बात करना जरूरी था. गवर्नमेंट फॉर एग्जांपल, बॉलीवुड फॉर एग्जांपल हैव बीन ग्रेट मैसेंजर्स इन द लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स. आई थिंक 10 साल पहले सिचुएशन बहुत डिफरेंट था. इट हैज सिग्निफिकेंटली चेंज्ड नाउ and women also feel more free now to pick up these products without feeling selfish about it.
Correct.
That अच्छा मेरे लिए तुम्हारे लिए और क्या चाहिए extra would be a normal conversation at home maybe 10-15 years back in tier 2, 3, 4.
Correct.
But things are significantly changing. Organizations like you are doing great work. Tell me something, Ritesh. You are competing in a way with multi-billion-dollar brands like Stay Free, Whisper, and the lights of P&G, HUL kind of companies pushing these brands. How does that competition shape out? I mean, are you saying that because we are non-pad focused, we are able to position ourselves better, or is it just the way you market or advertise yourself? Because it started from a unique proposition of Be Safe. Does that help? What's your differentiation as compared to these brands?
I think there are two parts to it. Of course, our start with the seat sanitizer that helped in building the trust with consumer. So उसके वजह से there was a critical mass that already trusted Be Safe, and that was readily available for us to tap into from a hygiene or period care perspective. Second part is that rather than getting into the same space as the incumbents, you have to carve out your niche, and you have to carve out your niche by looking at where the trends are going. तो incumbents busy हैं पैड बनाने में, बेचने में. हमने दोस्त सोचा कि क्या नेक्स्ट डेकेड में ज़रूरत होगी, हमने वो बनाना स्टार्ट किया. We were thinking from a very long term horizon. While of course pads are going to grow, it's still very underpenetrated, but we realized कि we would not even see the light at the end of the tunnel if we get into just pads. So you have to carve out your own niche. You have to, in a way, double down on your strength as a brand. And thirdly, of course, our marketing has been, I would say, quite different than the traditional ways that they have marketed. Our focus has been more awareness and education-led marketing campaigns. And not so much on पैड में पानी दिखा दिया या नीला लिक्विड दिखा दिया और उससे you're convincing people that it can absorb. We were telling people कि आपको ये प्रोडक्ट यूज क्यों करना चाहिए. We were trying to educate women कि if you don't use a safe period solution, then there are chances of infections which can get you to a place जहाँ पे शायद it can even lead to cancer or a life-threatening
point of no
disease.
return भी हो सकता है. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned very beautifully about the Haq Se period campaign. How does how do you always keep it separate from the business? Second is, in terms of audience reactions, what kind of audience reactions do you get from campaigns like these?
I wish I could show you some of the videos of the testimonials we've had.
Please send it to us. We'll play it during the podcast.
Yeah, we'll send. Some of them are on our website as well.
Yeah.
है ना, तो कसौला कहता हूँ का यूज करके भी है. मैं गेचाण गांव के रहने वाली हूँ. जैसे पहले हम पॉलीथिन में फेंकने की बहुत दिक्कतें होती थी. फिर जब से ये कप इस्तेमाल किया है तब से मतलब बहुत फायदे हैं.
लगता ही नहीं जैसे प्रेड हाथी हो, जैसे हुआ ही नहीं, ऐसा लग रहा, अच्छा लग रहा.
वो गीलेपन से बदबू क्या कुछ और ढालने की परेशानी
कि पेड़ हर समय खरीदे जा रहा है और कूड़ा बढ़ते जा रहा है, और उसको हम कहाँ फेंकते हैं, खड में फेंकते हैं.
So there have been cases where we've gone on, and in fact we have a network of almost 50-60 volunteers in different parts of the country, and they go on and do education campaigns on menstrual hygiene management, MHM. और वो वहाँ पे ट्रेडिशनली वैसे पैड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए जाते थे, बट हमने क्या किया, हमने रीयूजेबल ऑप्शन इंट्रोड्यूस किए. बिकॉज अगर आप जाके पैड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करोगे, आप तो एक बार कर सकते हो, तो वो एक साइकिल में यूज़ होंगे, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट साइकिल में उनके पास कुछ है नहीं. Logistically it is difficult to go again and again and distribute pads. So we started doing reusable products, and then we started studying adoption. So अगर किसी से for example उत्तराखंड के एक छोटे से गांव में गए, वहाँ पे से 50 फैमिलीज़ हैं, वहाँ की वुमेन को इकट्ठा किया, उनसे बात की, उनको बताया मेंस्ट्रुअल कप के बारे में, and then started made one of them sort of like a captain, right, in that city or in that village, and वो ensure करते हैं कि the women in that village only use menstrual cup and not use pads, right? And उससे adoption आया, फिर हम 3 महीने बाद
इससे बड़ा
गए.
satisfaction भी आता होगा ना, I mean
Yeah.
just from doing this kind of work
वो मतलब
pushes you also to keep going
100%. When I look at some of the customer, those testimonials are there. I mean, it gives me goosebumps. Sometimes makes me emotional that we are reaching.
मुझे सुन के लग रहा है.
Yeah, that we're reaching the corners of the country and we're solving real problem. अभी शायद वो हमारा customer हमारा product afford भी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. That's why we have to do these, initiatives. But eventually we know that they will uplift to become our customers when we reach, masses.
Amazing. हमें हक से पीरियड के बारे में पता है. Are there similar more campaigns you have launched in the past?
Hygiene की आदत is one such campaign.
Hygiene की आदत. Okay.
We are also doing a campaign in school.
अच्छा.
It's called Zero Period. So
makes sense.
In fact, schools में zero period होता है, उसमें बच्चे मस्ती करते थे पहले. हमने वो hijack कर लिया. So we go to school and उनके zero period में we deliver session on hygiene for young girls. Now young girls का भी ना बहुत ही unique situation है. They are never taught about period in school. Their mothers also don't discuss period with them until they get them.
Yeah.
So उनके लिए ना एकदम से
suddenly दुनिया
बदल गई, मतलब ऐसा होता है. So what we decided is that we will go to class 4-5 girls and we'll prepare them for period. And उनसे हम उनकी भाषा में बात करेंगे, उनको ऐसे products बताएंगे जो कि उनके लिए convenient हो. They should not get scared or overwhelmed. Suddenly कि अरे मुझे ये क्या हो गया. And वो discussion, of course urban cities में फिर भी mothers have started talking to their daughters about period, but छोटे शहरों में अभी भी नहीं हो रहा.
नहीं, मुश्किल है. I remember I did an event last year जहाँ पे we went into a small college in Jaipur and it was part of our social tasks that we do as an organization. और event के बाद we distributed sanitary pads to all the girls in the college. It was a hybrid batch. तो हमने जब 70-80% पैड्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दिए थे, सारे टीचर्स खड़े हो गए कि आप ये क्या कर रहे हो ना. वहाँ लड़के पीछे मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं और वो कह रहे हैं कि ये देखो इनको तो बहुत बढ़िया गिफ्ट मिला है. एक लड़की के पीछे एक लड़का चला गया, पूछेंगे दिखा तुझे क्या मिला है, अब मुझे भी देखना है. एंड इट वाज, मतलब ऑब्वियसली दैट वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम आई वाज डूइंग इट एंड वाज द लास्ट टाइम आल्सो. It was a very unique experience to still understand in a city like Jaipur. It is still a big taboo. I mean, it is not easy. और इसीलिए मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ बार बार कि इसका एजुकेशन कितना आसान या इतना मुश्किल हुआ होगा.
इसका एजुकेशन एक्चुअली काफ़ी मुश्किल है और उसमें ना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट, लाइक जब हम जीरो पीरियड का अवेयरनेस करते हैं तो द प्राइमरी डिसीजन मेकर इन एवरी स्कूल इज अ प्रिंसिपल. एंड our effort is that the boys should also be involved. क्योंकि अगर आप एक सेपरेट सेमिनार हॉल में नहीं हो सकता. हाँ, आप एक सेपरेट सेमिनार हॉल में सिर्फ लड़कियों को बैठा के कुछ सेशन दोगे एंड उनको अगर कुछ प्रोडक्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करोगे तो वो उनका मजाक उड़ाएंगे और they will never become empathetic towards these girls when they are on their period. I told you, right? It has to be he for she. तो हम ना, आप forget जयपुर, गुड़गांव में एक बहुत ही बड़ा स्कूल है एंड मैं उसका नाम नहीं लेना चाहूँगा. उसके प्रिंसिपल ने क्वेश्चन किया कि व्हाई डू यू वांट बॉयज़ टू बी देयर इन द कॉन्वर्सेशन. सो वो डिस्कशन ओपन अप हो ही नहीं पा रही है. बहुत मुश्किल है. अभी भी हम ऑफ कोर्स मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द सेशंस दैट वी डू इज़ ओनली टू गर्ल्स, बट वी डू वांट कि लड़के भी पार्ट हो इस कॉन्वर्सेशन का ताकि उनके लिए भी ये नॉर्मलाइज हो जाए. और वो धीरे धीरे आई थिंक इट्स इंक्रीजिंग. आई होप वो और बढ़े.
That's why mass media, when you spoke about Akshay Kumar, and that's so much social work. I mean,
yeah. And somebody like that talks about it, right? It just opens up.
Yeah. 12 से 20% में should have been
16
10
से
times
20%.
more. 16 से 20 you said, yeah. We'll come to the last section, Ritish, of this podcast, which is the rapid fire part. एक्चुअली हम बात करते रह सकते हैं इस टॉपिक पे. इट्स सच एन इंटरेस्टिंग
very
वन.
interesting.
But for the paucity of time, we'll move to the rapid fire question. This is about you being honest and fast on all your answers. You're ready, right?
Yeah.
Turning point of your career in one line.
Decision to join PSafe.
One taboo in India you don't want to break.
I don't want to break. There's none. I want to break all taboos.
Okay, one you want to break.
Their periods are not normal. They are normal.
Oh God, is this still a taboo?
It is still taboo.
That periods are not normal.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah, girls are still asked not to go in the kitchen. They're asked not to.
Inside temple.
Yeah, so there are a lot of taboos like that exist.
Okay, what are harder to impress, the customer or the investor?
Investors. Yeah.
Okay, do you think investors normally always just have a financial viewpoint only of things?
Not all. We've been fortunate. I think the
get the
folks
good
who are associated with us, they are in it for the cause equally as they are for commercial reasons.
One global brand you look up to?
I would say a brand called Essity. There's a company called Essity in Europe.
What do they do?
And they're into hygiene in general, but their approach is very, very different as opposed to larger commercial brands. So
interesting. I'll read about them. A controversial opinion you have about Indian startups, or a strong opinion you have about Indian startups?
They're all building for their exit. Yeah.
You're not?
Not really. I think we can go on for decades. It is such. I mean, my work gives me so much simulation that I can continue on doing it for decades until I'm alive.
One Indian D2C brand you admire a lot?
There are many. I can't take one name because then others might feel in that category that they're not doing a good job. But there are many that I admire.
Okay, I want to please everyone. If not hygiene, which industry excites you the most?
Climate, and I think something to do with climate.
Environment,
yes.
Okay. One failure that has made you stronger?
I mean, there are many failures that have happened in our journey and in fact in my personal life also. Can't think of one. I think must have been something in my childhood. There have been many failures.
Forgotten the failure. Describe PSafe in 3 words.
Health, hygiene, wellness, or better for you.
Better for you.
Better for you, which is our tagline.
Okay, what's your biggest validation? Customer feedback, investor feedback, awards, being together as the co-founders, or anything else you want to pick?
Customers. I think the validation, the customer love that we get is the biggest validation.
What's the harshest feedback you have got as from customers?
From customers, there have been times where our products have not performed to the expectations. When we were building some of the biodegradable solutions and all, I think we didn't test it out that at a certain temperature that the biodegradable product started disintegrating. So that was the harshest feedback. We worked for nearly 18 months to solve it, and until then we didn't sell that product. We recalled everything, and so that was the harshest feedback.
Great. One stigma in society you wished vanished tonight?
Period. I think there's the biggest stigma around period. I think if it vanished overnight, then this conversation becomes so much easier.
Craziest marketing idea PSafe has executed till now?
Craziest. I'd say zero period campaign. I think it's very fun.
Yeah.
The whole concept.
And has an immediate connect also.
Yeah. So
without explaining, I realized what you would be doing.
Correct.
So that's, I think, the best. Easy. Even PSafe as a name is great.
Yeah.
It's easy to understand. You don't have to explain.
It's an edit-proof name.
Yeah.
Nobody should be able to ask us. I mean, to
what do you do?
Yeah.
It's very.
We make you pee safely.
Yeah. If you have to switch roles with another founder for a day, who would it be? Any other founder in any company?
I would want to switch roles with Dipinder. to understand how he's managing Eternal now that it's become a mammoth. And it's not a startup anymore, it's like a proper large company.
Yeah.
Always looking forward to learn from founders like that.
What's next on your personal bucket list?
Personal bucket list, I think travel more. Yeah.
And across the globe.
Across the globe. Yeah.
Whom are you closest to? One person you are closest to, and why?
I think closest to in my family, it's my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, and I look up to him because I think I've learned a lot from him. His focus and discipline is kind of rubbed off on me in good ways, and I think that's probably the reason.
You studied in relatively premium colleges. What's one advice you want to give for students who are studying in schools or colleges? What should they do during that time to make them better prepared for the life after that?
I think they should always keep their hunger for learning alive. This doesn't matter what college sector they are at, and go out and work with startups, work with entrepreneurs. Like in my journey, I think Rohit played an important role. He was sort of a mentor to me. I think if you find those mentors, there are enough and more people who are always supportive of young talent. So अगर आप उनके साथ काम करेंगे, so find the right mentor, keep learning, double down on what you're learning.
Fantastic. Last question. Let's say the IPO happens in the next 5 years, and let's say you make a lot of money also from that. What's one big thing you want to achieve with the money you are left with?
I mean, honestly, for me, I still want to live a middle class life. The joy of living a middle class life.
So you don't need the money. That's why I'm saying, what would you do with the money you get?
I mean, I think it'll go back into funding more companies or startups to support more innovative startups to come. I think the India that we wish to live in can only be built by entrepreneurs who are setting themselves out to dream big and achieve big. And our mortality rate is quite high in startups. Most companies, by the time they raise their first institutional check, they die. I mean, so if that bridge can be solved by investing as a angel, I think that will be the biggest support I could be of. And I would not approach it from a commercial point of view.
Great way to end the podcast, yes. Ritesh, on the statement that if India has to become big, it is the entrepreneurs. Correct. हमारे बढ़ता इंडिया देखो का भी यही ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एंटरप्रेन्योर की कहानी ऑडियंस के सामने लाए, so that they also get inspired, और वो मोमेंट जहाँ पे वो ब्रेक होने वाले हैं, they are about to die, they don't give up. हमारे जस्ट पीछे ही एक कोट है that when you think that it's the toughest, you are actually closer than you think.
Absolutely.
तो उस हिसाब से thank you so much for coming to the podcast.
I think I had a wonderful time. I think your questions made me think and reflect on some of the things which had happened and were almost nearly forgotten. So they stay somewhere, but they're not in your subconscious memory. So thank you for asking me all the questions which made me look back and also realize what good or bad we've done and how far we've come.
Lovely chat.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Ritesh. Born from a real life problem where the co-founders actually had to go through an UTI issue, and that led to the birth of a full organization, a company that would keep working relentlessly on this problem and eventually want to solve it for tier 1 urban India and then eventually for the masses. PSAFE की कहानी सुन के लग रहा है हमें कोई भी ऐसा सोशल इशू नेग्लेक्ट या इग्नोर नहीं करना चाहिए, हमें उसे हेड ऑन लेना चाहिए और तभी भारत बदलेगा, और वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम ही होता है, राइट? Kudos to Ritesh and founders like these who have picked up social issues and converted them into profitable 100 crore brands. And that's what Badhta India Dekho is all about, right? India moving forward. This and many such stories like this on our Badhta India Dekho show. Please subscribe and don't forget to keep watching. Stay tuned.